Children have the right to be protected against all forms of violence, exploitation, abuse, and sexual exploitation. Prime Minister's Office is committed to implement effective and functioning child protection system in order to prevent and respond to all forms of violence against children.
Between 2009 and 2010, Tanzania became the first country in Africa to conduct a nationwide survey of sexual, physical and emotional violence against children. The study was led and coordinated by the government of Tanzania across a number of line ministries in close collaboration with national and international CSOs and development planners. Its objective was to highlight the scale and scope of abuse suffered by children in the country.
The subject of physical, sexual, emotional abuse is really not known within Tanzania. It's been treated anecdotally, and so the survey for the first time put all the information in one place in a scientific, rigorous kind of survey way so that we better understand the situation now than we did before.
On the 9th of August 2011, the results of the survey were released. The results were often shocking. Nearly 1 in 3 Tanzanian girls and 1 in 7 Tanzanian boys had experienced sexual violence at some point in their childhood. In addition, nearly 3 out of 4 children had experienced some form of physical violence.
Wengine wanafanyishwa kazi ngumu, wanabakwa, wanaajiriwa wakati wapo wadogo wanasoma, wanabebeshwa mimba. Kutokana na ripoti hii, ukatili lazima upungue.
The launch event held at Karimjee Hall in Dar es Salaam served to highlight the findings shown in the survey. Attended by senior ministers, development partners, advisors, representative NGOs and international experts in the field, as well as youth groups and law enforcement policymakers, the event was as much about demonstrating national commitment to address the situation as it was in providing the findings of the report.
Aidha, tutakapokuwa tumeng'amua kiini cha tatizo, tutaweza kutunga sera zitakazotuwezesha kubuni mikakati imara ya kukomesha tatizo hili, ikiwa ni pamoja na kutenga fedha za kutosha kwa ajili ya utekelezaji. Kwa kuwa tunayo dhamira ya dhati ya kulinda maslahi ya watoto wetu, yote haya yanawezekana.
Violence against children is a major factor hindering proper development of young children. Violence acts as a barrier to learning and to participation. Therefore, my ministry will promote a policy of zero tolerance to violence against children and fostering safety for children in all our schools.
During the course of the event, many stakeholders made commitments aimed at improving the situation. One of the most important was the Tanzanian police force's pledge to create grassroots level capacity for reporting and investigating crimes against children.
Tanzania Police Force will roll out gender and children desks, GCD, in all police stations to ensure children feel safe to report incidences of violence and abuse in a confidential and supportive environment.
The Minister of Health and Social Welfare is committed to fostering the well-being and protection of children by preventing and responding to all forms of exploitation, abuse, and violence against children, including those in institutional settings.
The report, unveiled in front of 300 people, will play an important role in shaping Tanzania's domestic policy towards the issue, whilst allowing planners to implement effective strategies aimed at the eventual elimination of the problem.
So what we have now is high-level, clear policy commitment towards addressing abuse and violence against children. The evidence that the survey reported is irrefutable. Everybody knows about it. The challenge now is really for those government and other institutions to be able to deliver on their promises. This is the only thing that's going to make a difference for children. And this we have to wait and see whether it's going to happen.
The ministry recognizes that while individual legal sector agencies can take steps on their own to respond to violence against children, these efforts will be much more effective if they are coordinated. The ministry is therefore committed to tackling violence and abuse against children in the justice system by taking the lead in coordinating the reform of the child justice system by the legal sector institutions.
Whilst the publication of the report is a significant milestone in the fight against violence against children, it is in many ways a starting point. The results point to an extremely widespread problem. However, the report provides critical insights into specific issues and will be crucial in the continued effort to stamp out violence against children in Tanzania.
Siku ya leo ni siku ya furaha kwa kweli kwa watoto. Ni siku nzuri kwa sababu ni kama siku watoto waliopata uhuru wa manyanyaso yao kwa kwamba ni anaisha siku hii ya leo. Kwa naomba ripoti hiyo itakapoenda kufanywa kazi na serikali ifanywe kazi kweli, inaweza ikaleta mafanikio mazuri katika taifa letu kwa watoto wote kijumla Tanzania. Inaweza ikawa ni mfano katika mataifa mengine wakaiga mfano kwamba katika Tanzania ilitumika ripoti fulani ikaleta uhuru wa watoto na watoto wakawa wanaonekana na thamani katika serikali.
Ladies and gentlemen, in response to violence against children, the ministry's statement centers in ensuring that children's rights are promoted and protected, the victims of such violence and abuse are rehabilitated, and call upon all stakeholders to advocate for zero tolerance to violence against children in this country.